Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Jesse, also known as Sublime, and in today's video we are playing a spin and go. It's nothing special, we're only spinning for 200,000 as you can see on the screen here. But it was probably one of the more dominating and better spin and go performances I've been in lately. We start off with a 4-5 of spades. Pretty strong hand. Any suited hand is pretty strong in spin and goes. It's not like a 8-person table, and that's kind of one thing I wanted to address. On one of my last videos, somebody said that I should be betting more aggressively and stop being so passive. The one thing I want to say to that is spin and goes are a whole completely different animal. You're only playing with 2 other people, so the ranges get a lot shorter and even a lot higher. On this hand, as you can see, I hit my flush. I'm fairly confident because of the checking that happened on the last hand that I pretty much have the nuts at this point. Unless somebody has a higher flush than me, which, with 3 other people is very unlikely compared to, I would say, other tables, other 8 people tables and whatnot. I ended up taking that pot home. I did a $50 bet. He called. I did a $100 bet on the turn or on the river. He called again. So I was pretty happy with that turnout. We get a 6 queen here though on the button. We're chip leader at the moment, 590 chips. The flop comes out 10-3-10, and then the turn comes out an ace. So there's 2 flush draws on the table. I'm sitting here with a queen 6 with possible 3 of a kind, possible 8th connector. But I just want to see ace connector. But I just wanted to see wanted to throw out a little feeler, see what people are what people have in their hands. As you can see, the guy to the left of me, this craft guy, ends up throwing out a bet to 150. He doubles my raise, and I just end up folding. I don't have nothing. I can't continue that hand, and sometimes it's just better to fold your hand than it is to call and kind of chase. Immediately after though, we get a king 10 offsuit on the big blind. Very nice hand to have because you got the king with a very high kicker. You also have a 10 with a very high kicker as well, and also you have the potential of a straight. So very nice hand to play. Very two high cards. I raised it to 60, so I 3-bet it. We got a caller on craft guy, and he ended up calling. He checked that, so I'm thinking in my head maybe he doesn't have a queen, maybe he doesn't have an ace. We end up checking it again though. I did a little play where I kind of went for my chips and then kind of just checked it. More of a psychological thing. I ended up throwing out a bet for 75, just having high card, and the guy ended up folding. My thoughts were correct. I ended up taking that pot home. And yeah, immediately after though, we get dealt ace king, one of the strongest non-pairing hands pre-flop. So what do? I raise it to 75. The guy on our left to us again calls, and the guy sitting across from us ends up folding. Comes out 4-9-5, and craft guy ends up throwing out a bet of 100. I end up chucking it back for 275 though. I have 2 very high overcards. And really the only thing that could beat me at this point is a potential straight draw and a pair of 4, 5s, 7s. But I'm not thinking he has anything like that, and I was correct in that notion. He was going for the straight draw, and I ended up taking that pot home with ace king high card. We're now heads up with this Adams the Bomb. That's his name, Adams the Bomb. And we get pocket jiggities. Very, very cautious hand to play with. We end up hitting the 3 of a kind no on the flop. He throws out a bet for 30. I end up calling it, thinking, I need something to hit. The 2 ends up coming up, so there's a straight draw, but I think our 3 of a kind just kind of takes it here. He throws out a bet for 75. I end up raising it to 250. He pushes all in. It's just right where I wanted him to be. I kind of guided him to this spot. He ended up showing he had an ace-6, a 2 pair, but we take it home with a 3 of a kind. He looks very sad. He just ends up leaving the table. But now we're in the winner's circle. So I want to say thank you guys so much for the tremendous support. You guys are truly some of the best fans on YouTube. I know I say that every video, but you guys are. If you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, remember to click the description down below and join that up. If you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button. Lots of content to come. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. You guys are some of the best friends on YouTube. Bye-bye now.